going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite. We are back again. And if you don't know already, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha. What up? How
Got
y'all
the glasses
feeling?
on today. I like it.
My baby
I like
got
the
his
glasses.
sexy glasses on today.
All right. And today we just wanted to make a quick video on something that's been on our hearts, and we've seen it in a lot of people that are supporting us and with us. And today we're going to be talking about forgiveness.
Yes, and it's even within us. Forgiveness is something that's not easy.
No.
And the deeper the pain, the harder it is to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I'm here in this lifetime to learn, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, forgiveness is so crucial. So today we're going to be talking about some benefits of forgiving and some practical ways to be able to forgive.
Yeah.
All right.
And listen, guys, look at me. I'm still struggling. Listen, it's real. It's real in these streets.
All
Let me
right.
tell y'all a little story about why I still struggle to forgive, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Chris take over because he's boss.
I'm the boss.
Yeah, he's boss.
Okay. So, let's just dive right into it. What are the benefits of forgiving and really forgiving? And actually, before we go into that part, let's just define what is forgiveness.
Forgive.
When you forgive, that means, well, in our opinion, and this may be just my opinion, I know Leisha may jump in and tell her own, but when we're talking about forgiving someone, we're talking about letting go of the hurt that has been given. Like, you can forgive somebody for punching you.
Right.
You can forgive somebody for breaking your heart.
Right.
You can forgive somebody from taking your money.
Right.
You know, so it's just not giving somebody the what's the word I'm looking for? Giving them the authority to rule over your life.
There you go. Look at you. See, I told you. I see. He's the boss.
All right.
Yeah.
And so when we're talking about forgiveness, we're talking about taking back your authority.
Taking back your power.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, take back that power, because a lot of the times we think that by not forgiving somebody we're winning, but we actually not winning, because you're holding on to that grudge. And grudge can really make you look older before you're supposed to look older. It eats at your core, eats at your heart, and it makes your heart heavy. So if you're trying to ascend, you're not going to be able to ascend with a heavy heart. Like back in the day with the Egyptians, you know, when they go into the afterlife, in order for you to enter into the afterlife, they had to weigh your heart with a feather. And if that's heavier than a feather, you ain't going nowhere but back into this realm. You're going to have to look for a job. You're going to have to go to school. Got to do this 3D thing all over again.
Yep.
So you have to lighten your heart, and you're lightening your heart by forgiving. And let me tell you my story about my forgiveness process. So it's gonna get deep. Y'all might want to, y'all might cry a little bit for me, but it's okay. I already got over it. So when I was a little girl, I used to be molested by a close friend of the family between 7 and 14. So that's 7 years, and 7 is a very significant number in my life. So for all those long years, I was being molested as a child, and I never told anybody until I started seeking therapy and stuff. And now I could tell, because now I put it behind me, and it doesn't weigh heavy on my heart anymore, because I had to forgive that person. And so forgiving someone doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go back into their presence and put yourself in the same situation that you're going to have to forgive them again. No, that's not what forgiveness really means. It just means releasing that heaviness that you have towards that person. And if you want to check to see if you've forgiven somebody, go ahead and think about the person again. And if you start feeling, your body start feeling electrical, and then your face start turning, frowning, you ain't forgive them yet. You haven't forgiven them, okay? So try again.
Yeah.
So that's how you test to see if you have forgiven somebody. If you could think about them and your heart can feel at peace, then you've truly forgiven them. Because just because you say, I forgive you, that's just words.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's only words. That don't always count. So you have to go on the inside and see what that's telling you, what your intuition is saying about you forgiving somebody.
Yeah.
Right. And don't worry about that noise.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just a lawn guy out there doing stuff.
You gonna be Cashapp today?
But no, for real, we're at the park today.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see if give a second, see if he go by real quick.
Oh my. I think they just doing this because they know we doing the video. But it's okay.
It's all good. But yeah, but just and as far as the benefits, I mean, Leisha really touched that already. Is one of the benefits of forgiving is lightening your heart, making it easy on yourself.
Right. Making it easy to forgive. And forgiveness is not something you want to rush into. You know, you don't just, I'm going to forgive this person, and then you really don't. Because then when you think about them, you're still feeling all these type of hateful feelings. Mm-hmm. So don't do any spiritual bypasses and just say, I'm going to forgive when you really didn't. You have to go through the emotions, go through the feelings, acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the hurt, lay with it for a minute, sit with the hurts. You know, just, you got to be brave here.
Yeah. And kind of think about it. It's actually one thing that you mentioned a moment ago when we were in the car, is that when you think about the hurt, think about it like a cut wound.
Right.
If you just so happen to get a paper cut, okay, and we know paper cuts hurt like hell. Just a little cut and it hurts,
and
but
it stings.
but you know they heal pretty quickly.
They do.
But now if you have somebody take like a machete and they cut your arm,
oh my.
You know, that's gonna take some time to heal.
Right.
So just know that there are levels to healing and there's time. So don't rush it.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. And another benefit of forgiving is actually for your health as well.
Oh yes.
Because
you said that, baby.
Yeah. Because when you're holding a lot of that anger in your heart, it's causing a lot of stress on your body.
Right.
And one of the leading, well, I don't have any science to back this up, but from what I've heard and what I've seen in research is that a lot of cancer is brought on by stress.
It's blocked energy.
Right.
Right.
And if you think about it, a lot of cancer patients who have come out of it and actually are cancer free, a lot of them did it by laughing, lightening their heart and things of that nature. So you want to really think about that. That's one of the benefits of forgiving. Yeah,
you become happier. Yeah. You smile more often, and laughter is the best medicine. My mom always told me that when I was growing up. Laugh your way into happiness. Mm-hmm. Let it go. It's not that serious. It's not worth your happiness. No. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your patience. And sometimes people get high blood pressure.
Yeah.
You know, you really put your health at risk by holding on to grudges and griefs and being unforgiving. So that's a thing that you might want to put in your checklist, is to try to practice forgiving. Sorry.
I'm gonna throw something at him later.
No, you're not. We're gonna forgive him.
We gonna forgive him? Okay. I'm gonna practice forgiving right after this video.
No, you don't, baby.
See that?
Look at him.
He needs some reason.
Oh gosh.
But nah, I'm gonna forgive him. Just give me a minute. But as soon as he passes, we're gonna go right into the next part where we're talking about some practical steps of forgiving. And there's one, and I actually have my own personal story about this. And it's funny how it usually doesn't come around until you become an adult and you start to realize this stuff. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna dive a little deep and a little personal for a moment. Because I know Leisha already did it already.
Yeah, I already dived in. Still waiting for you to dive.
You know, when I was a kid, I always kind of like wanted more attention from my mom. And and I didn't really get the attention and the love that I really wanted. But as an adult, and see, that's one thing I was kind of upset with my mom about and things of that nature. But as an adult, having my own son, dealing with kids, dealing with life, and I started to think about, I had to think about it from my mom's perspective, and that's that she was doing everything that she could. She had 3 kids, myself included, that she had to take care of by herself. And dealing with all of that, and then trying to have enough energy, and then she was working 2 jobs at one point, 2 jobs. And so having to deal with all of that and 3 kids and trying to spend time with them and making sure that they're happy, that's exhausting.
Very
and
exhausting.
As an adult, most of the times I don't want to do that, and I only got one. But that's a process. And if you didn't catch it when I was going through that, you really have to think about it from the other person's perspective.
Exactly.
And think about the whole scenario, what's going on. Because when people hurt people, pretty much. There you go. Hurt people. So you have to think about where they're coming from and why are they hurting you. And 9 times out of 10, when they're hurting you, especially if they don't know you,
right, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you.
Nothing. Because sometimes you have to really love yourself before you can love somebody else. And if somebody hasn't taken the time to really get to know themselves, to love themselves, what they give out to you, it's nothing to do with you, because you cannot give somebody something that you don't have. So if you don't have love in your heart, you can't give it. See what I'm saying?
Right.
See that trick right there? That's how it works.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's a good way of finding a way to forgive, and just knowing that it's for your benefit. It's forgiving somebody is not for them. It's not for the cat down the road. It's for yourself. Okay?
Right. It's all for you.
Yeah. And you know, I hate so much in society that they say that you shouldn't be selfish. You should think about the other person. You have to fill your cup first, right, before you can help anybody else. And
it's not selfish. No. It's self-full.
Right.
Self-full.
Yeah, because think about it, when you read self-help books,
right,
they're telling you to help yourself.
Right.
They're not saying cat down the road help or Johnny help. Right. They say self-help.
And you have to first learn how to help yourself before you can help somebody else. And with the forgiveness, you have to first forgive yourself before you can forgive anybody else. That's the biggest thing about forgiveness, is learning how to forgive yourself, how to trust yourself, how to love yourself. And once you start doing these things for yourself, then you'll be able to do it for the next person.
Right. So just to summarize it up, forgiveness is for you. It's for your heart, so that your heart is not heavy, because when your heart is light, the world feels amazing.
Yes. You see how green the grasses look so much greener.
Right.
The rain feels so much wetter.
And it's about to rain right now.
Right.
But and it's also for your health, because you don't want to cause extra stress on your body and things of that nature. Doctor bills, you don't want that.
Right.
And when we're talking about the steps for forgiveness, just really think about the whole scenario of what's going on, who's involved, and things of that nature, so it makes the process for forgiveness just a little bit easier. Okay? Just a little bit. All right. And so that's our take on forgiveness. And we really hope that this information has been helpful for you. If you have some things that you are struggling with, we ask that you either leave us a comment, or our email address is right in the description, or you can find us on Instagram and DM us. We've had a lot of people DM us for questions.
And we love hearing your questions. We don't mind helping. Just go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll try to help with the best that we can.
Right. So we're here. We love y'all. If this information has been helpful, give us that thumbs up. And also, if you're looking for more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button, so that we can let you all subscribing is our way of knowing that this information is worth putting out.
Yes, and it's really helping and reaching the community.
Right. So we are Twin Flames Unite. I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha.
Peace.
Peace.